Hello everybody, welcome back to Burnt Church. I hope everybody's having a good day. It was a good day here. What I want to talk about here today is about how to keep pests out of your garden. Any of you that's got a garden, you might want to stick around for a few minutes and see how this works. And what you have to do your part to keep it working. So right here is the best way I've found to keep pests out of my garden. This is a solar electric fence box. Now it's a Zariba brand. I guess that's how this country boy says it. And it's pretty old. It's probably 6-8 year old, but it still works pretty good. And it'll work to keep the deer out of your garden. We've had real good luck with it. Now I'll show you a few tips. If you've tried electric fence before and it didn't work for you, I'm going to show you a couple of tips here that might help you. These tips might help you. It's helped us a whole lot as long as we do our part. Now, if we don't do our part, it don't work. I'll carry you over here and show you the first tip. Now, ours is growed up a little bit here, but I've got it grounded 3 times. It's grounded here, and it's grounded here. Let me pull some of these weeds out of the way where you can see it. I've got 3 grounds on here. I've got it grounded to this ground, I've got it grounded to that ground, and it's also grounded to the T-post. From my experience, those grounds are real important. I have done it before and just have it grounded one time, and the deer just walk right through it. Well, I bought a tester, and after I put 3 grounds on it, it lights that tester up like crazy. Before, I was just barely getting a light on the tester. Now it's lighting up 2 or 3 of the spots. So it's doing a lot better as long as I start doing my part. I'll show you some more things that I have learned that works for me. So the wind is starting to get up, so I'm going to try to cut this video short. You see this wire right here? It's just about a foot off the ground. I've done these wires all different heights before, and the best that I have found is about a foot, just maybe a little over a foot to 14 inches off the ground has worked real good for me. I have tried them in the past up high, waist high, and I've tried them on down below my waist. And it seemed to me like the deer got through those. I don't know if it caused them to jump it or what really, but them heights didn't ever work for me. This height right here that I've found the last 2 years has worked real good. I'll show you one more tip that you need to watch for, and I'll show you the reason why if you'll stick around for just a few minutes. I want to ask y'all, so if you would, please leave me a comment. I'm starting some new videos, and it has something to do with comments, and I need more comments to read. So if you would, leave me a comment, please. Right here is what you've got to watch out for. So you see my fence here. It's about 14 inches off the ground. Well, look at it right there. I have let it get growed up. You see the weeds all around it right through here? I follow it on through here. There's weeds touching it. Right here, it's in the grass. And on over here, it is really in the grass bad. You have to really watch this, because whenever that fence gets grounded out, it don't work right anymore. And I paid the price for it. Well, I'll show you right here. And it made me mad when I come out and seen it, but I had to be mad at my own self, because I hadn't been keeping the fence up. If I'd have been keeping this fence weed-eated down, we would have been all right. Our little cherry tomato has come back to life. We got some good rain. Look in there at all those little cherry tomatoes. I've got to get them picked. Look how tall this thing is. If it was straightened out, it would be close to 8 foot tall. So right here is what's happened. The deer has got in here and hit my sweet potatoes. You can see all those stems right here sticking up. All those stems should have them leaves on them. And they've been in the whole patch. I think they just got in here last night. So maybe I've caught them soon enough that we can get them stopped. Over here, I'll show you that the grass has just took over. See right through here? You can see right there where it's been burning the grass. That's what you don't want. You don't want it down in that grass, because if it gets down there, it's not doing its job. So if you got deer problem and you got electric fence, make sure you use your weed eater. We're gonna knock these weeds down and get them off the fence. We'll have it ready for them tonight when they come back. I'll show you one more thing to watch for with the electric fence. Now, in my opinion, if you keep the fence cleaned out and you get it down there about, like I said, around a foot to 14 inches high off the ground, and you got it grounded good, you shouldn't have a lot of trouble with deers. And I tell you, it's even kept the coons out of our garden this year. We didn't have any trouble with our sweet corn. And here where we're at, you can't hardly raise sweet corn because of the raccoons. You see that dead stick has fell out of that tree and it had landed on that wire, and that had it grounded out. Now around here, I've had to raise my fence up just a little bit higher than what I like. So I've got it raised up there, and it's swagging down here and up to that wire. That gets it as low as I can. I can't get it much lower here because of the sweet potatoes. They're sticking up, and I've got to raise it up to get it out of them. But I think it's going to work just fine. Everywhere else, around here on this end that we're going to around here, that's where the deer usually come in at. And that's where it's growed up the worst. I need to start making a note on the calendar to start checking this at least once a week. Anybody should walk around it every day. And if you have time and can think about it, that would be the best. But I know everybody else is like me. Y'all pressed for time. And if I don't write it down, I'm not going to remember it. Right here is where they usually come in at. You see that post right there? Between this post and that white post way back there, this is the way the deer usually come in. And look at that wire. It is just growed under. All of it up through here. So maybe some of you can learn from my mistake and not let this happen to you. Which I don't think it's ruined these, but I wished it hadn't happened. I had deer to do these sweet potatoes one time in the past, and they eat them real bad. But I had the best sweet potato harvest that I've ever had off of those potatoes. I reckon them biting them back made them come back and grow stronger. So maybe that'll happen this time. Anyway, I thank you for watching. I pray God blesses you, and I'll see you in the next one.